Hello everyone, my name is Taylor and welcome to Let's Talk. This is my first episode, first video of my new channel called Let's Talk. And I created this channel, I want to give you a little rundown of who I am or the reason why I created this channel before I actually start the topic for this video. But I created this channel just to discuss various topics, hot topics, current events, social news, possibly politics, anything that comes to my mind, anything that I want to speak about. I created this channel to talk about. That way we can discuss. That's why it's called Let's Talk. So you guys can write comments and give me your insight on whatever I bring to the table. Another reason is to build confidence. Why not work on my own talking skills, work on shooting video, editing. I've watched numerous videos on YouTube about the pros of creating your own YouTube channel. So I'll figure out why not. I am very nervous right now, very scared. So pardon me if I stutter. But we all have to start somewhere, and here I am. Okay. Speaking of confidence, today's topic, or shall I say, what I want to talk about is self-doubt. All right, so without further ado, you guys, let's talk about self-doubt. So I did a little bit of research, and I'll be referencing a particular article throughout this video, and the article is called "How Self-Doubt Keeps You Stuck and How to Overcome It." This article is from lifehack.org, and the editor of this particular article, she goes by the name of Anna Chewy, or I should say goes by the name, I guess her name is Anna, and I think Chewy, or Chai Chewy, and she's a communication expert. Okay, so again, why do we doubt ourselves? I'm going to go over the 5 common causes of self-doubt and kind of how to fight back. Okay, how to reverse it and how to change your mindset on that particular downslide of it. Within this article, it goes over 5 common causes of self-doubt. So I'm going to go through each one and talk about again the causes of it, and then the ways we can kind of combat it. Okay, this is helping me out, and I hope it helps you guys out. Okay, all right. So let's start with the I guess like a basic definition of what self-doubt is. All right. Self-doubt occurs when we lack. So let's start with the basic definition of self-doubt. Self-doubt occurs when we lack the confidence or we feel incapable of doing the things that we need to do or want to do. And then Anna, I'm quoting her, she says, people who doubt themselves often feel like things are out of their control, or maybe or possibly something is not going to go as expected. In this article, she went over 5 common causes of self-doubt. Number 1 is past experiences and mistakes. Whether you were fired from a job, any mistake that you have done in your past, something that you failed at in the past, it kind of makes sense because you kind of, gauge who you are, or gauge your abilities based on what you have done before. But I think what's important is to always focus on the present. We're all humans, and I feel like as long as you don't give up, as long as you have that thirst, that oomph to keep going, rely on that. Do not let your past experience. All right. So starting with number 1 is past experiences and mistakes. All right. I think that's kind of self-given. So maybe something happened to you in your past, like maybe you failed at something, maybe you tried a hobby, you wasn't good at it. I think it's important to know that your past does not define your current state, the present, and it definitely does not define the future. The power that we have is to focus on the present, to change the narrative of who you are, or the story, or to change the narrative of your projection, the rest of your life. I think it's important to plan plan your future and to work accordingly to accomplish your goals. Pretty much, I think that's kind of self-given. So past experience, number 1, mistakes. We cannot let that define us. I know it's hard, it's easier said than done, but kind of just be like, whew, okay, that happened 5 years ago, okay, and here I am now. All right, what do I need to do to conquer what I want to do? The power I have is in now. Okay, tackle it now. You can change who you are because you are in control of your own life. Number 2 is childhood upbringing. Okay, I think this one affects us all. Maybe your parents weren't as supportive as you would like. Whatever has happened to you in your childhood, good or bad, has affected you today in present moment, whether you know it or not. And yeah, some of the examples she gave was parents not being supportive, bullying, being compared to someone else. I'm the only child, but maybe you have siblings, and then your parents might be like, why can't you be like Tom and be book smart, or she might tell you like, you talk too much, why can't you be quiet and civil like your sister? Whatever the case may be, that affects us, whether we believe it or not, and whether you know it or not. And the power that we have though now, and I think this is kind of a running theme, is the power of now. We are grown now. You are grown now, and you no longer need you no longer need to seek that approval. And obviously, we want our parents to support us and our friends and family, but we truly don't need to seek their approval. As long as you are happy with what you're doing and you can sleep peacefully at night, keep on doing what you need to do. Okay. I think that's kind of the beauty of getting older. Moving out of your parents' house or leaving your hometown. Is that so you can kind of like redefine who you are. You can kind of leave the demons behind. Demons is a strong word. Maybe not demons, but you get what I'm trying to say. So yes. Also to kind of like figure out what differentiates you from your childhood. So your education you might have gotten recently. So maybe you went to college, or maybe you moved, or anything that you could be like, look at me. I knew that happened to me. Maybe I got teased, I got bullied, but look at me now. You might not be an Oscar winner, or you might not be a doctor yet, but you are definitely not in the same place you were while you're growing up in elementary, middle school, or high school. So if you need to do that to kind of like separate yourself from your childhood or your youth to now, do that as well. Like acknowledge the small thing that you have conquered, whether you went to college or you got a certificate, or maybe you moved from your hometown, you're in a different state, you have your own apartment, you simply moved out of your parents' house. If you need that to kind of like create a chapter in your life, like, ooh, okay, chapter 1 was my childhood. Now I moved out. Now I'm on my own. If you need that to kind of separate that, then do that as well. I mean, it's important regardless to acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small you think they are. Okay, because you never know who's looking at you and who is in all of you. Okay, so please acknowledge your small feats. Yes. So number 3 is comparison with others. And the reason I keep looking down because I wrote notes, so forgive me. But yeah, so number 3 is comparison to others. I think we all do that. Social media, again, your siblings, somebody who you think is more successful than you, and it's okay to look at others for inspiration. But I think it's a thin line between inspiration and comparison with self-defeat, self-doubt. Oh man, I'm not a doctor by the time I was 23, or I'm not married yet and here I am 25, or whatever, you're comparing yourself to, and you're actually kind of like negatively imposing on yourself. Stop doing that. Okay, we're all different, and the fact that we're all different means that we're going to have different chapters, a whole different book. Okay, we might have the same title, I don't know why, but I promise you the chapters will be different, the plot will be different. Okay, so it's logically doesn't make sense to truly like try to emulate somebody else's life. It can't be. And it's okay if you're doing it for inspiration, like, wow, okay, I want to become that one day, or I want to own that one day. That's fine. But the moment you're doing it to a point where you're trying, like, you're nitpicking, why don't I have that? Why don't I look like that? That's when it can become negative. Number 4 is the rise of new challenges. I think new challenges sounds exciting to some of us, but when you're kind of like, I guess, like when it's up in front of you, the new challenge, whatever it may be, like a new job, or you know, maybe your circle of friends like, hey, let's start running marathons. I don't know, once a month. That can kind of create like, okay, it's like a new thing. So to me, the rise of new challenges, and the next one I'm about to mention, the fear of failure, or the fear of success, kind of intertwined. Okay, it's kind of the unknown. Like I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can run a marathon. I don't know if I can do this CrossFit competition. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, number 4 is rise of new challenges. Sometimes we might not have an experience of something that can't be here. Okay. All right, number 4, rise of new challenges. You know, sometimes we might not have an experience, and when we have no experience of what we're about to, I guess, accomplish, we just we kind of have a feeling of uncertainty and insecurity. Okay, and that can kind of really set us back and kind of handicap us. But again, we should not let anything new hinder us. Okay, and an example that I love to use and kind of like remember whenever I do come into a situation where it's new to me, I always think of how a baby, and we were all once babies, obviously, and like, you know how a baby starts to crawl, okay, and then, you know, as they get older, they start to stand up and try to walk because they're trying to emulate their parents or their siblings, or whoever's walking. Like, oh, I want to walk too. Now, obviously, for a good while, a baby stands up, falls down, stands up, tumbles, you know. But I assure you, a baby never says, you know what, maybe walking is not for me. Let me just crawl for the rest of my life. Now, maybe that day, that baby might say, you know, okay, let me just play my Legos, okay? I'm over it, okay? But for the most part, you know, in the grand scheme of things, a baby has never said, walking is not for me. They want to learn how to walk, and they keep getting up, falling down, and then before long, their muscles start to have muscle memory, get stronger, their balance gets better, and they learn how to walk, okay? And I think that's the same mindset we need to have. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. I might fall down, I might tumble, but I'm gonna keep going. Never, or you might say, you know what, for today, I had enough. Or maybe this week, okay, let me tackle it next Monday, all right? But never just say, I'm over it, okay? Especially if it's in your heart or something that you always done, okay? You have not failed until you have finally said, I've given up. Okay. Last but certainly not least is number 5, and that is fear of failure and fear of success. Okay, this one describes it as sometimes you can kind of, I guess, refer to your past and be like, and look at an achievement or accomplishment that you had, and it's great, and you kind of have a fear or anxiety of not being able to match that same success or kind of beat it. I don't relate to that one. I feel like if I have greatness behind me, I feel like that would give me more of a catapult, more fuel. But if this is you, the article suggests that you, like, instead of us trying to beat it, try to think about, okay, how can I become better? So let's say you got all A's in your freshman year, okay? How about for your sophomore year, you get all A's and also do a sport, or also do a volunteer, join a club, join an organization. That's what it means by just keep bettering yourself. You know, don't think about the next great thing, or just be like, you know what? Okay, I did that. How can I make it more round? How can I make the circle bigger? How can I make myself more round? How can I make that resume better? Or I did this, I did what they asked, but how can I add a little flavor, a little icing on the top of it? I think so. That's how you can kind of, you know, I guess kind of ease that anxiety or self-doubt, you know. So I know I keep saying, you know, but again, I'm nervous. So, but okay, I just want to like review what I went over. So why do we doubt ourselves? Okay, it's numerous reasons. I'm pretty sure I did not go over every single one, but I did go over 5 today. And number 1 is your past experience and mistakes. You know, some of us, we let what happened in our past kind of define us or kind of keep us down, but it's important to know that your power is in the now, okay? All right, you guys, I just want to review what I went over today. We went over why we doubt ourselves, and I mentioned 5 things, and I'm pretty sure there's so many other reasons why we doubt ourselves, but these are just the 5 that was in the article, and I thought they were good. Number 1 was past experiences and mistakes. Okay, we whether we got fired from a job or whatever happened to us in our past that we let kind of dingle in our mind or kind of keep us down, keep our self-esteem low. We need to let that go. Okay, you guys. Every day, and this is me as well. Okay, so everything I'm saying, I'm going to take into account as well. Just kind of think of the present. Like, listen, it's a new morning, it's a new day. I can change my narrative starting today. All right, change my habits, and I can change. If I change my habits, I will change my future. Number 2 is childhood upbringing. Again, a lot of us, I don't know, went through something in our childhood. Maybe you were bullied or teased. Maybe your parents compared you to your sibling. Okay, and a lot, things like that do shape who you are. Okay, but it's important to distinguish yourself to say, like, you know what, I'm not who I am. I'm not who I was when I was younger. I'm a new person. And to help you kind of distinguish, I guess, between the two, check your accomplishments. Maybe you went to college, you got a certificate. You moved out of your own parents' house. You moved out of state. Try to like try to acknowledge the thing that you have done, no matter how small you think they are, because I promise you, there's some people who will look at you and think, wow, you did it, or would think that small stuff that you think is small, they would think it's actually big. Okay, so kind of build yourself up, kind of boost your confidence. Be like, you know what, I'm different. I'm not who I'm not my childhood. I'm not maybe that nerd that you were, or what I'm trying to say. Maybe not nerd, but just yeah. Number 3 is comparison with others. I think we all do this, with social media, Instagram, Facebook. You see your friends having a baby, getting married, a promotion. Okay, it's important to know that we all have a different story, a different life path, career path, and even though, we should have, if we were all books, we should have different titles. But even if we don't, you guys, I promise you, every plot will be different. All right, so just acknowledge, just know that, be aware of that. Like, you cannot be anyone else. Okay, so do not try to emulate anybody else. And the power that is and the power that you have is also that they cannot be you. So stop comparing. So we need to stop comparing ourselves with each other. And it's okay. It's one thing to like look at somebody and be inspired by it, but we cannot compare ourselves to our own detriment. We can't be like, oh, why don't I look like this, or why don't I have that car, why am I not on a yacht? Okay, just focus on you and focus on bettering yourself. Number 4 is the rise of new challenges, and that just means you doing something different in your life. Okay, of course that's going to bring you kind of anxiety. I'm new to this, but I think it's like, of course, the first day you're not going to be perfect at it. And I think once we acknowledge that, and once we acknowledge that there's going to be a learning curve, it should be fine. And the fear of failure, fear of success, I think, now that I'm going back over it, I'm thinking about more examples. Number 5, I think right now, even for me, starting this YouTube channel, okay, I'm nervous, I'm kind of scared, I'm stuttering, but I'm sure I'm gonna get better. I'm positive, and I'm sure I'm gonna get better with recording videos. Again, I will be uploading a video once a week. So honestly, in 1 year, what is that? 52 weeks is in a year. So by that time, I have 52 videos. So I'm pretty positive that I will be better. I'll talk more, less awkward moments, okay? Because it's so awkward. And yeah, so I think we cannot let the fear of failure hinder us. I've watched so many YouTube videos before I upload this video just to kind of boost my confidence, and so many of them are saying that they too were not scared. They too, like, their first video was awkward. So just, I feel like the more you know, the easier it is to kind of like move forward and overcome your fears and nervousness and anxiety. All right, so that's it, guys, for this video. Again, my name is Taylor. This is my first video. Please be be easy on me. This first video. I assure you, I will be better, or I will get better. So this channel is called Let's Talk. You know, let's talk about self-doubt. Let's talk about aliens. Let's talk about gender. Let's talk about what it's like to be a millennial. Let's talk about I don't know, different generations. You know, the death penalty, abortion. You know, whatever it is. You know, if you guys have any topics though that you want me to talk about, research, please leave a comment. Okay, leave a comment and like my video. Okay, help me out. I'm a new YouTuber. Even though I'm nervous, you guys, I'm truly am excited. You can do this. So I'm here, and I feel good about it. So yes, any topics, any questions, concerns, leave a comment. All right, I'm open to hear what you guys gotta say, and please leave a like. All right, and you will see me again next Sunday. I'm torn in between Sunday or Wednesday to upload a video. You guys let me know like which day would you prefer, or which day do you think is more appropriate, I don't know, to upload a video. But yes, this is a new channel. I'm here to stay. Okay, let's talk. And that's it. Thank you. See you guys later.